About a week ago, I was mowing my lawn and I hit this old stump of a bush with my lawnmower and bent up the blade, so I have to swap out the blade now. And cutting out this stump is the perfect opportunity to use a little cordless chainsaw that I got from Amazon to review. So I'm going to try to use that to remove this so that I don't wreck my new blade. So here's the saw, and I admit that I haven't fully charged this battery because I wanted to get this job done. First thing that I notice about this battery is that it doesn't even lock onto the saw properly. It just comes right off. The latch doesn't work, so that doesn't give me high hopes for the quality of the rest of the tool. The next thing that I notice is that these gloves that come with the saw are, I don't know what they're knitted out of, but I don't really trust these as protection for my hands, so I'm not going to use the gloves they gave me. I'm going to use heavy, thick leather gloves just in case anything were to happen. Let's see what this thing sounds like. So you have to push on this thumb button to start it. All right. Let's see if we can't cut that stump out of the ground. So the goal here isn't to completely remove this thing, but it's at least to knock it down to the point where it's below the level of my lawnmower blade, so I can move over top of it without hitting and ruining another blade. So let's just see what we can do. The angle is a little funky. Let's see if I can do it this way. It's not too bad. Well, that's actually pretty impressive. I may try to take a little bit more off just to get it down all the way down to the ground. Wow. Well, I have to say I'm impressed. That really did a nice job, and I don't think I have to worry about my mower blade hitting that stump anymore. And it still seems to have a decent amount of power left in it. Wow, that's terrific. That would have taken me forever with a handsaw. Yeah, now that I got my glove off, I can feel that this housing is super hot. And I can really smell the motor. Whew. We're going to find out if it holds up or if it dies. Like I said, I'm going to let this cool down and put the battery back on the charger, and then I'll do some other small jobs that I've been wanting a little saw for and see how it does. Something interesting to note is that lithium batteries, if they're hot and overheated, they're dangerous to charge. And there must be a battery management board in this pack that prevents it from being charged when it's overheated, because right after I got done cutting, I tried to plug it into the charger, and that little light that's right there, which is now red, it was green, which meant that it was either fully charged or not charging at all. There must have been something in this battery pack that was preventing it from being charged while it was overheated. But I put it on this table out in front of this fan, and it has cooled it down enough that now the battery is charging. I gave my battery a couple hours to charge up. It's not fully charged yet, but I'm going to give it a shot. No problem. Let's take this down. This little stump here has been annoying me for a while, so let's see if we can't take this off. Try it this way. There we go. We'll take it down even more. It's pretty sweet. But boy, the motor on this thing smells like it's toasted. Well, I don't know how long this is going to last, but my verdict is this is a great little tool. The motor on it, I think, is probably a little, I don't know if it's underpowered because it seems to be able to do the job, but I don't know how long it's going to last. When I sniff it, it smells like it's getting pretty toasted from what I'm doing with it. Aha, the battery fell off. Yeah, that's kind of annoying that that doesn't fit right. Gonna have to see what I need to do to fix it. After trying a few times, I was able to take this battery pack and slide it on here and force it to go in like that. So it is able to go in all the way, but it looks like there's some extra bits of plastic here on the base that are interfering with it going in all the way. So I'm going to take a knife and cut this all off of here, smooth it out, and see if that doesn't take care of the problem. Okay, this is an X-Acto knife. We're going to trim away what looks like extra flashing on the body of this drill. See if that does the trick. Yes, there we go. That was the issue. So just sloppy molding on the plastic parts is what was keeping it from going in. Now it goes right in and latches. So quality control. It's obvious that no one ever actually tested the fit of the battery in this drill before they shipped it, or they just didn't care. There we go. Final verdict on this is, I would say, probably 4 stars. I can't give it 5 stars because the battery did not fit out of the box. I had to operate on it with a knife in order to make the battery work. Other than that, though, it's a tool that just works. I didn't have high expectations. The price was fairly low. It's all plastic, and the motor that's in it is just a cheap can motor. But it did hold up for what I was doing with it, and I would say value-wise, it's pretty good value. So yeah, I'd give it 4 stars.